Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Laramie City Council meeting, January 15th of 2019. The first order of business, as always, is the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join us. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City Clerk, would you do roll call, please?
Harrington.
Here.
McKinney, absent. O'Doherty.
Here.
Pierce.
Here.
Schuster.
Here.
Stalder.
Here.
Weaver.
Here.
Gabriel.
Here.
And Shumway is absent. That's 7 present and 2 absent, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Consideration of changes in the agenda and setting the agenda. Councilor Schuster.
Thank you. I'd make a motion to change the agenda.
I second the motion.
Okay, that the following changes to the agenda be approved. Add 4AI, proclamation, National Mentoring Month 2019. Amend item 15 to the executive session litigation, Wyoming State Statute 16-4-405, parentheses small a, and parentheses triple I. Then add to 8E3, February 2016, 2019, joint meeting with the county commissioners regarding community partner funding presentations, and edit the date for items 1 and 2 to March 26, 2019.
We have a motion and a second.
Second.
Councilor Weaver, voice on this one. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
I make a motion that the agenda be set and submitted as changed.
Second.
Second by Councilor O'Doherty. Discussion? Roll call, please.
No, this is voice again.
Voice? Okay, voice. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Now I have one more. I make a motion that the agenda be set as submitted.
Second.
Second, Councilor Weaver.
No.
Now, we have a vote.
Harrington.
Yes.
McKinney, absent. O'Doherty.
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
Stalder.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Gabriel.
Yes.
Shumway absent. That's 7 yeses, 0 nos, and 2 absent, Your Honor. And we have kind of skipped ahead in the agenda. So if we could go back to the proclamation that we added to the agenda.
Okay, proclamation. This was to be considered the National Mentoring Month of 2019. And the proclamation reads, whereas the citizens of Laramie recognize that our success depends on helping every child succeed in school and reach their full potential in life, and realize that young people need a solid foundation of support that will help them become well-educated, confident, and productive citizens. And whereas mentoring is a proven effective strategy that helps children and young adults by matching them with a caring, responsible adult who can provide guidance and direction, build their confidence, encourage success, and inspire young people to do their best. And whereas research shows that mentoring programs like Big Brothers, Big Sisters has beneficial and long-term effects on youth by increasing their academic engagement and decreasing the likelihood of risky behaviors. And whereas mentoring strengthens our city economic and social well-being by helping young people fulfill their potential while helping maintain healthy families and promoting a more vibrant community. And whereas National Mentoring Month is an opportunity to raise public awareness of the importance of mentoring, recognize the dedicated individuals who serve as mentors, and encourage more citizens to help as defend the potential of every child while building a brighter future for Laramie's youth through mentoring. Whereas we recognize January 31st of 2019 as Thank Your Mentor Day, and ask every citizen to reflect back to someone in your life that made an impact on who you are today, and thank them for what they did for you. Now therefore be it resolved that the City of Laramie does hereby proclaim January 2019 as Mentoring Month and January 31st as Thank You Mentor Day. In this community, encourage all citizens, businesses, public and private agencies, religious and educational institutions to join the mentoring movement and to recognize and honor mentors. We have with us from Big Brothers Big Sisters tonight, Chris Whitfield. Would you please come forward?
I just want to say thank you so much, and I hope that everybody should have had somebody in your life that's made a difference to you. So I hope that you'll think about calling them up. Might have been several years since you've seen them or heard from them. Give them a thank you, because it's very, very important, and we really appreciate your support in this. So thank you.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does have a proclamation for you. Okay. Do you want to get a picture with council? Yeah? Okay.
We're all going to come around.
We're just kind of moving
behind you. Around behind you there.
Okay. Do I hold it?
Why don't you hold that?
Okay.
You bet.
That way.
All right. Smile. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
That was what we just finished.
Yeah.
And there's no public hearings.
Moving on to public hearing, we have none, and announcements. City Manager, do you have any?
No announcements this evening, Mayor.
Disclosures by city council members. Any disclosures tonight? Anybody? None? All right. Approval of the consent agenda.
We did do that.
We've already done that. So we're moving on to the regular agenda, and this is number 10. Wyoming Association of Municipalities 2019 Winter Workshop Official Voting Delegate Form, and this is Councilor Weaver.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Give me just a moment, and I'll pull that up. Here we go.
You good?
Thought I was. This is the 15th agenda. Here we go. I've got it. Thank you. Mr. Mayor, I move that council appoint Councilor Brian Harrington as the official voting delegate and Councilor Jessica Stalder as the official alternate voting delegate for the 2019 WHAM Winter Conference Business Meeting.
Second.
We have a second by Councilor Schuster. Discussion on the motion?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And no discussion? Roll call? City Clerk?
Any public comment?
Public comment?
Harrington.
Yes.
O'Doherty.
Yes.
McKinney absent. Pierce.
Yes.
Stalder.
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Gabriel.
Yes.
And Shumway is absent. That's 7 yeses, 0 nos, and 2 absent, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Moving on to number 11, Resolution 2019-11. This is recommending a member of the council to the Laramie Public Art Coalition, Councilor Weaver.
She's supposed to do that.
And it's going to be Councilor Weaver, it's going to be Councilor O'Doherty on the resolution.
I move to approve Resolution 2019-11, recommending Paul Weaver, a member of council, to serve on the Laramie Public Art Coalition, if appointed by Laramie Public Art Coalition board of directors, and authorize the mayor and clerk to sign.
Second.
We have a second by Councilor Pierce. City Clerk?
Thank you, Mayor and Council. We had been asked to check into whether we could appoint somebody to the Public Art Coalition. They would take a recommendation from council. However, their board of directors do make the official appointments. So we could go ahead and put forth the interest from our council, and then they'll make that a formal
Okay.
adoption if the board deems so.
All right, thank you for the explanation. Any further discussion? Does public have any comment on this?
I think they'll accept you.
Roll call, please.
Weaver.
Yes.
Stalder.
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
O'Doherty.
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
McKinney absent. Harrington.
Yes.
Gabriel.
Yes.
Shumway absent. That's 7 yeses, 0 nos, and 2 absent, Your Honor.
Thank you. Number 12 on our agenda tonight, original ordinance number 1993. Counselor Schuster? Oh, no, not this Brian, it's Counselor Harrington. I had Brian down.
Bound to happen.
Too many Brians. Counselor Harrington.
I move to approve original ordinance number 1993, amending Laramie Municipal Code 5.09.350.c to correctly label catering permits and 12.60.050.8 to clarify that certain application fees are due at the time of application on first reading and set a public hearing for February 5th, 2019.
Second.
Second by Counselor Schuster. City Clerk?
If I could just have a clarification, did you say H or 8 on the end?
H.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mayor and Council. This ordinance is just to clear up a couple of clerical type errors that we had. In the first section, section 5.09.350C, we had stated in there malt beverage permits, and it should actually say catering permits. So it's just to make that clarification. And then the second change was on 12.60.050H to clarify that certain application fees are due at the time of application. Our current process is that it's due at the time of application, but the wording wasn't specifically clear. So we are asking for the second change just to make it clear in the reading that it's due at the time of application. So we've given you, that change in your ordinance revision. I'm happy to entertain any questions. Or the attorney. He has reviewed the changes to the ordinance as well.
Questions? Yes, Paul?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just more for a matter of the record, the distinction between the malt beverage permit and the catering permit is, if I remember right and understand right, the catering permit is something that can be applied for and taken out by someone that has an existing liquor license to then go and vend under their full liquor license at any type of event that we would approve it for. Whereas the malt beverage permit is, you can go and get a permit to sell beer or wine coolers or something like that at a special event or a fundraiser or something like that. And that's the primary distinction, isn't that correct?
Yeah, the catering permits are allowed to be issued to retail liquor license holders or resort license holders. Yeah, so you are correct. I think what happened is when this section went into code, it was copied from malt beverage into catering, and that wording just got missed, so just to make, this section is under the catering permit versus the malt beverage, and so we wanted to make sure that it actually read correctly.
Very good, thank you. Any other comments from council? Does the public have any comments before we vote on first reading? City Clerk?
O'Doherty.
Yes.
Schuster.
Yes.
Weaver.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
McKinney absent. Pierce.
Yes.
Stalder.
Yes.
Gabriel.
Yes,
And Shumway absent. That's 7 yeses, 0 nos, and 2 absent, Your Honor.
thank you. Number 13 is public comments on non-agenda items. Do we have any comments from anyone in the audience? Commissioner Jones, nothing. Anybody else? Okay, we'll move on to consideration of future council work session topics.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I emailed to you just now the summary of your input on whether or not to continue work session topics requested prior to January 1st by members of council who are no longer members of the body. So you should have that in writing. A quick summation is, it appears that, so we had 5 responses and 4 members not responding. With respect to city curb and gutter policy, originally requested by former Councilor Palikas, we had 3 in favor and 2 not in favor, with a comment as indicated in your email. With respect to ACTA and the MPO, 3 members were in favor of keeping that topic, 2 were not. Rental program, 3 members in favor of keeping the topic active, 2 saying no. Parking and enforcement, it appears all 5 of the members who responded wanted to keep that active, and the same with the mayoral council social media. Although there was a comment with 1 member not casting a vote, who said, "I'm not sure what this means, so more info is necessary." On that point, I did have an inquiry from one of the members who did not provide a response, asking for some more information about these topics. So I would note that if you have questions, I'm happy to answer those, and specifically for our newer members who may not be aware of what the intent of these work session topics was.
Questions for the city manager?
Well, Mr. Mayor, I have a question. I'm not sure it's necessarily for the city manager, but I'm happy to hear what her opinion is. So we have 4 members that haven't weighed in on any of these. And out of the 5, we have at least a few of them that are 3-2s. That's not a great position to be in, because I'm not sure if we really know how to move forward on those. I don't know if we simply say, well, you didn't get back by the time that we brought it up to maintain these, so the majority of the respondents should be able to say, yes, we'd like to keep those on. That would be my inclination. I'm not sure how everybody else feels about it. Some of those I feel very strongly about, and feel very strongly about working on in the future and requiring a work session for. I'm not sure where everybody else is.
If you don't mind if I could jump in, Mayor, through you, Councilor Weaver. I would, if asked for my opinion, I would suggest to you, you have a retreat in 2 weeks where you will have goal setting as the primary objective of that retreat. I'm aware of some of the issues that new and returning members have perhaps as priorities for the next year, as you've alluded to. So I would suggest maybe we wait and we have the retreat. And it's your call whether or not to allow the 4 that didn't respond to respond. That's totally up to you. However, I think our retreat, the way this typically works is the council will retreat every January. We'll come back, we'll adopt a resolution that establishes your goals for the year, and that really drives your work session schedule. Some of these topics may shake out to be priorities that continue on your goals for the 2019 year, and some may not, but that might help you make more judicious decisions about how to spend your time. So that would be my suggestion. I don't think there's any sense of urgency in making this decision tonight.
Okay, very good. Any other counselors have a question or comment on future work sessions? Okay, we'll put this to rest right now and take it up in a couple of weeks at our retreat. Remind us of those dates again, Janine, if you would please. Nancy?
January 25th and 26th.
Friday and Saturday.
Right.
Laramie Rec Center.
Yeah, at the rec center for both days. We start at 4 o'clock on Friday and end around 8:30, and Saturday from 9 to 3. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
It was our home game that day.
All
I snuck
right.
out before for that.
Yes, I remember that. All right. Anything else on work sessions? Jane, I'm going to call on you for the
Wow,
last item on the agenda.
we are ready to go. Okay, I move that we adjourn to executive session regarding litigation. It's Wyoming Statute 16-4-405, A, little I, 3 little i's, 3,
Roman numeral I is how,
Roman numeral i's.
3, sorry, Roman numeral 3.
This should have been big guys then.
Motion and a second by Councilor O'Doherty on the second to go into executive session for litigation. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carried.
United
6-1.
States, we will not be coming back.